Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from asortofinterestinlife.com and I'm feeling a bit peckish. But before we get into the kitchen, we've got ourselves a last little bit of a walk home left. And we're heading directly towards those cows. Great. But let's just take a moment to once again, as always with these videos, just enjoy the scenery going off to the hills in the background. Follow those hills all the way into Wales should you wish. And we are looking back to St Martin's, the church there. People who've seen my previous videos might recognise this spot from a previous video, something like a trip to the shops, something of that title. But unfortunately this time I'm walking back a few more miles than I was the last time. And I think, to be honest, I've come the wrong way for a quick trip back. Well, we're finally back after what seemed like the biggest walk ever. And I've got a good selection of ingredients here. I think it's time to dive in. So we're keeping it nice and simple. We've got our pizza base here. We've got a nice little bit of pizza topping, just tomato and herb. And I don't go for mozzarella personally. I'm all about mature cheese. Something with a good bit of flavour in it, basically. And then I think just as a nice little side, got some salad here and some wraps. So one salad wrap and that. The rest of the salad that I've got left over will do for a couple of wraps for my dinner tomorrow. But I think it's about time we dive in and, well, pop that lid. Now, something that I really like about just general doing these little bits of cookery, I know this is no grand feast that I'm creating at all or any such thing, and I have terrible skills. I'm a real obsessive oven checker, whatever you would like to, I don't know, I'm sure there's a proper term for it. Pot watcher, I suppose. But what I really like about just these simple things is, again, it's when I'm out here on my own, middle of nowhere, I'm just here doing a simple little task. I'd normally have my audiobooks playing or maybe some podcasts, and that's it. That's the perfect, nice, almost therapeutic, like I've talked about making the, lighting the proper wood burning stove and that at night. It's the sort of therapy and just nice, simple activity, listening to audiobooks, and what a perfect, nice, calm way to end the day. I'm not sure if you can hear the birds outside at the minute. Oh, they're not as loud as they've been all day, but, well, perhaps they're having their tea. Something that I've enjoyed thoroughly in the past as well is when me and one of my mates, somebody like Jono or Manning, will be on board, and we'll be making French bread pizzas, but we just use plain old tomato ketchup, and oh, absolutely lovely. Literally, on many occasions, Jono, my friend, has been on board and has quite literally eaten and eaten until he's sick. So I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but basically, yeah, we do like to eat an awful lot of cheese and tomato-based bread products. Something, of course, when you're cooking in such a little area where there's no, basically everything you do is in full view of any guest that you have. It's certainly led to some tense moments when I've tried to do things that I don't normally cook. For example, when either members of my family might be on board, oh, starting to spill everything everywhere, or worse still, when I'm really under pressure, when there might be a young lady on board who I am trying to pass myself off to as being a functioning human being who can do basic tasks. Right, I'm just going to move that in from the edge a little bit. You can see we've got a good bit of tumble over. We can clean up after, let's go for it. Now I'm starting to think I should have put just a little bit more of this sauce on, just to cover it a little bit further to the edge, you know. It's covered in cheese now, so I'm not dipping that spoon back in. Now, I don't know whether anybody's going to be really interested in these videos or not, but it may interest you to know that cooking on board is something that a lot of people still ask me for. I've touched on it a couple of times in the past, but it always seems to be something people want to see more of, so hopefully seeing me just throw cheese all over the boat is going to make up for anything that you feel I haven't delivered in terms of cookery to this point. And I'm sure there'll certainly be more. A little bit of cheese. Lovely jubbly. Right. Simple case now of popping that in for 10 minutes. And while that's cooking, get some wraps done. Well then friends, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to excuse the noise of this door opening. Ouch. and in goes our pizza. That lined up, and of course need to put the gas on, but this being a proper old cooker, the gas doesn't actually start flowing until you press the red button, and also being an old cooker, we're going to have to use ourselves a little match, because our proper igniter has obviously not been working for goodness knows how many years. And that'll do us. It says put it in a preheated oven really, but I'll forgive myself if you will. Well, that's cooking. Let's just quickly put our little wrap together. Now, wraps, I was shown the proper way to do them, but I've never really had the patience. I basically chuck in a load of salad and then wrap it up as tight as I can and eat it as quickly as possible. Just get a little bit like that. Got our Kendall mint cake selection up here as well. Right, if I can actually pick this up. And roll. Oh, it's all going over the... Oh, it's gone all over the place. Right, wrap it tightly. Let's wedge that just below the plate for the time being. And that'll do us. The rest of that salad that I've got out already will be just added as the meal progresses. Sorry as I stuff a load of salad in my mouth there. Obviously we got some chocolate for pudding. Got a packet of knickknacks as well for my, I don't know, my evening snack. And a little bit of Pepsi. No Mountain Dew today, I'm afraid. Oh, I hate glugging it. Oh my goodness me. There. Lovely. This is starting to look like a real meal. So we'll just keep an eye on it. Like I say, I am most definitely an obsessive watcher. Ooh, flipping heck, that's smelling absolutely lovely already. And you know what? I almost forgot. There is one vital ingredient. Mixed herbs. Flipping heck. I am so glad that I forgot, or that I almost forgot these and have remembered. Mixed herbs on everything, especially in tomato soup and even vegetable soup. I love mixed herbs. Well, that was almost a terrible, terrible blunder I made there. Alright, back in we go. Just thought I would take a moment to step outside and show you where we are. Absolutely perfect place as usual. And I think to say that I'm going to be sat in that chair tucking into a pizza, there's not really much more I could ask at this point. Right, I'm going to say that's done. That's just right for me personally. Oh, fantastic. Chocolate, Pepsi, wrap, salad bursting out of it, bowl of salad and a lovely little bit of pizza. Absolutely brilliant. And throw in 2 types of ketchup. That's another thing like mixed herbs that I'm a huge fan of. All sorts of ketchups. And, well, that looks absolutely spot on. Right, before it gets cold, I'll wrap this video up. Hope you've enjoyed this random bit of cookery. I'm not sure if you will have, but, oh well, there it is. Feel free to subscribe, like the Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, add me on Facebook, all that sort of stuff. Check out my 2 books about living on a boat, The Narrowboat Lad and The Narrowboat Lad Living the Dream. And until the next time, have a fantastic day. And, well, I think it's about time. Whoa. Oh, absolutely lovely. And before I talk with my mouth full, farewell.